Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to this channel. The channel is shared and run by two twin sisters, so I'm going to be your host today, Star. So this is kind of part 2 of me talking about my art life balance while in school. Part 1 was released a day or 2 days ago, so definitely go and check it out if you want to. But this vlog is me putting into practice what I talked about in that art commentary video. So I started my day with breakfast. For a good month and a half now, have been making sure that my phone isn't the first thing that I touch. So I stopped watching TikToks and stuff like that while I eat breakfast. Usually I like to spend the time in silence. I actually prefer to do that. But there are some times that I decide to read while I eat. And then for this morning, I decided to write. I'm slowly tweaking my webcomic. And so I want to take every little tiny second that I have to write more and more of it. So that's what I did this morning. Just continuing through and writing that chapter as I ate this wheat bread that my mom brought home, which was really good. Yeah, so that's what I did this morning before I moved on to my next task. So right now I'm quickly drawing up a thumbnail for the video that's going out today. It's already edited, but I privated it because I didn't have a thumbnail and I meant to do it yesterday and I didn't do it. I just found this image on Pinterest, or let me get rid of. So I found this image on Pinterest and so I just traced over it. Minor tweaks, but traced over it for the most part. And then now I'm just gonna quickly do flat coloring it in. I'm doing this in my digital sketchbook here, so it's not thumbnail dimensions, which honestly, it's probably stupid of me of not doing it on thumbnail dimensions, but I'm gonna figure it out. I think at most I would probably just get rid of this part here, cut it where the hair is, and then put it on the canvas that's a lot longer, and then maybe just put images of my own art in the empty white space. Yeah, so I just kind of mentioned what I was doing. I tend not to make thumbnails or a separate art for the thumbnail that's separate to whatever I'm doing in my videos. Usually I just obviously utilize the art that I am making in the video, or if it's a commentary video, or last year I used to do, I think I did 2 or 3 of these podcasty type videos that were half an hour to 40 minutes to almost an hour long. And so I usually just use existing art, but I didn't really have anything that I felt I could use for the thumbnail. One, because I just haven't been making as much art this year, so I don't have anything new. So I feel any of the old stuff that I did have already been shown multiple times. So yeah, I couldn't really figure out what to do. And I really like some of the art YouTubers that I follow that create new art specifically for their thumbnails. And I don't think I'm gonna do this as much, but I think I'm going to continue maybe every so often making new original art specifically for thumbnails. It's a lot easier to find something on Pinterest to use, something that's really quick. So I might go down that path again. We'll see, but I actually like how this turned out, even if it was incredibly rushed. Okay, so I'm done. I kind of like how this turned out. Very quick, simple. I'm just not even gonna attempt. We're done. I'm just going to save this, put it into the right dimension, cut it off if it needs to be, and then if there's longer space on the side, then I will figure that out with text and stuff. But I think for the most part this is gonna be it. So yeah. So, if you saw that art commentary video that was technically part one to this, you might have remembered that I said in that video, oh, also I did my nails before I did this. Yeah, I didn't record any of that, but my nails are done now. They're just press-ons, but yeah, anyways, in part one, to this like little thing, I mentioned in that usually like after breakfast I spend like the next 15 minutes or less to do the planning, but I think because I already like had an idea like, oh, I need to do like the thumbnail for this video or for the vlog, upload the vlog, things like that. There are like certain things that like I just know I needed to do, especially specific tasks that were from the day before, so it's easier to just start that first and then continue to plan everything else for the later half of the day. So yeah, I did that. After like doing the thumbnail, editing it, and then planning the rest of the stuff that I needed to do for today, and then whatever else doesn't get done today will get pushed to tomorrow, I decided that it was a perfect time because it was like almost 2 hours later and I needed to get ready for school. So I exercised, I showered, and then after that I made some pizza. Yeah, I needed something quick to eat before I head out. So yeah, that was my lunch. So I'm currently editing right now. This is the video that relates to this vlog where I talked about my art school life balance. So if you want to see that video, go ahead and watch it. It's the video before this one, and this vlog is me putting that into practice. So yeah, the editing is pretty simple on this one. There's like not much, but I just added this last part. I had already exported the video yesterday because I thought I was just done, but I did want to showcase my Notion board because I did talk about planning heavily stuff that I want to do in terms of content creation or just in terms of like art stuff that I want to do in general. So I wanted to ensure that like I kind of show a visual of what I'm talking about. I think other than that, yeah, it's just basically a sketchbook, digital sketchbook dump. So it's very minor editing on this part, and the video is quite short. So yeah, I'm just doing this while I watch some YouTube. Oh, if you're curious on the app that I use an app called Vlo, VLLL. It's on the App Store. It's on the iPad primarily, but I also think the Mac, yeah, I think it works on Mac as well, but there's no like non-Apple laptop versions. I wish, because I wish I had this app on or this programmed software on my Lenovo laptop, but I just use it on my iPad, or I can use it like on the Mac desktop if I wanted to. Okay. That's it. So the day is almost wrapping up. After coming home, I was like, I have to do laundry because I didn't do it before I left. So yeah, I did laundry. Not all of it, but I'm slowly getting through the little stack that I have going on, and then I just continued editing. I was like surely done, and then I remembered that like there was stuff that I wanted to add that I didn't, and so I was like, okay, let me go back and do that, because like it's already like so simple anyways. Like I didn't do much editing since a lot of it is just time lapses one after the other, so there was no, like, I didn't mind just going back to add minor stuff. And then yeah, just did that, let that export. So yeah, I used Velo to do my editing. I also, I don't know if you noticed earlier when I was doing the thumbnail, I also used it to make the thumbnail. I used to do it on like Ibis Paint X, and then I switched over to doing it on Procreate. But then my sister told me that she used Velo to make thumbnails, especially when she's like, you know, making videos for our second channel, Jen Star, which is a commentary review channel. Check it out down below if you're interested. And I was like, oh, that's so smart, because like when you click to like view the video that you're watching, there's a screenshot function. So I can like in like a video project screenshot like, you know, a still of the video, and then like turn that into the thumbnail, because you can screenshot the stuff. So yeah, that's how I've been doing it for a couple of months now. I thank her for that. Genius. And then I started working on a video idea. I want to draw alien boys. I knew I wanted to do a video where I draw guys, because it's not like I don't draw guys. It's just that like I do, but for some odd reason, like I don't have videos showing me drawing guys much. And so I was like, okay, I need an excuse to draw guys. And I was like, oh, let me do aliens, because I was thinking of like revamping an idea I've already done before, or just drawing OCs. But I felt like I needed something there. I needed something that would get me excited to draw guys. Not specifically guys, because like, you know, I could have done girls as well. But just give me like an idea that's, you know, that's different, and it would get me excited. So like a couple of years ago when I did like wanted to do like drawing a bunch of girls in a video, I did magical girls. Like I needed something like a topic to get me excited to want to do it. And so I was like, oh, aliens, because then I could play around with skin color, and then play around with like, I guess like slight body modifications. Yeah, it's all new, so I'm not gonna like, it's not gonna be like this great thing, but it would allow me to you know, play around with stuff and do stuff that I don't normally do. Yeah. When I was creating like characters for my webcomic, one of the characters has like horns and tail, and it was the first time I've ever like, no, I think it was the second time I ever drawn like animalistic parts on, you know, a human presenting character before. The first time was like maybe back in like 2020 or 2021 when I first started to draw. So after doing that, I was like, well, I want to do more. And so I think that this would be my excuse to do that. So yeah, I went onto Pinterest to look at some clothing designs. I'm thinking of doing 3 people. So, and I have like 3 color schemes I wanted to do, like bluish white, red, and green. And then I was like, oh, I don't know if I needed like something, like I needed help to kind of structure how I wanted these drawings to go. And so I'm using flowers, but I'm not, like whenever the video comes out, I don't think I would be like, oh, turning flowers into like pretty alien boys, because it's not like I'm like hard fixating on the flowers itself. I'm just kind of using it as a guide, like color comp guide, and like stripe, like slight, I mean inspo. So it's not like, it's not going to be like turning flowers into aliens, but I'm using it as a guide is what I want to say. And yeah, so it took a while. I did like 2 concept designs, like clothing designs for each of the characters, and then I decided on the one, and then now I'm moving on to like drawing one of the guys. I think this one's going to be the bluish whitish one. So I think the flowers I had, if I can remember them, I know I have moonflower, spider lily, and the other one's like it's called like fishnet something. I can't remember the full name, but it's like a fishnet flower. So that's like the green one, and spider lily is obviously red, and then the moonflower is white. But I want to add blue to the color scheme as well. So like I said, I get to mess around. It's just a guide. But so far I'm liking like how it's all going. Because this is like the nighttime and semesters are almost over. I have like less stuff to do later on the day when I come home, so I'm able to like focus on doing like longer stuff. So I did the concept stuff. Now I'm getting ready to start these drawings, and I'm very excited. I don't know when the video will come out because I'm kind of behind on other stuff that I've already started to film, but yeah, I'm very excited for whenever this ends up being its video. Yeah. So I am working on this piece right now here. I kind of tweaked the design a little bit, so the little dangling parts, I did something very similar for the spider lily inspo, you know, thing. And so I kind of want to keep it for that. And then this bottom pants, this kind of like cagey, the way it looks, it reminds me of lanterns. And I remember seeing a photograph with spider lilies inside lanterns and the spider lilies inside cages. So I think this bottom pants design I'm going to keep for the spider lily one. And so I just kind of switched the pants design from this piece and then the other one. So yeah, I'm working on this while I'm watching the Godzilla anime movie trilogy. I'm on the second one right now. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. Yeah, I'm rewatching it. It's been a couple of years. I don't remember when these movies came out, but I watched them a while ago. So yeah, I was like, oh, it's been like 5, 6, 7+ years, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna continue to work on this while I finish up those movies, and then after that, when I'm watching season 2 of Blood of Zeus, because that came out a couple of days ago, I'll switch over into doing some like homework and stuff, because I have some final stuff that I need to get out of the way. Thank God I'm like drawing aliens, because I wanted open toes, and I was like, great, this is how I'm gonna do it without stressing. Yeah, okay, so that's the piece so far, and I'll work on the other 2 designs in the next coming days.